the American beast that changed the skies of World War II, the P-51 Mustang, a fighter so iconic it didn't just join the war, it transformed it. By 1943, the Allies were struggling to maintain air dominance over Europe. The Luftwaffe held the upper hand, and Allied bombers were getting ripped apart without effective fighter cover. But then, a new fighter entered the scene. A plane that could escort bombers all the way to Berlin and back, changing air combat in the process. And that plane, the American P-51 Mustang. But what made it so special? How did a single fighter become the ultimate nightmare for the German Air Force? Welcome back to the war. The Mustang's story starts with a twist. Believe it or not, this American fighter was born out of British request. In 1940, Britain desperately needed more fighters, so they turned to the United States, hoping North American aviation could help. North America promised something better than what was on offer, and the P-51 Mustang was born. Faster, with more range and power than the British even expected. But here's the thing, the early versions weren't the world beaters they became. With an Allison engine, P-51 is fast at low altitudes, but lacked power at high elevations, limiting its role in the early war years. This could have been the end of the Mustang story, but one upgrade would change everything. The game changer came when the P-51 received a British Merlin engine, the same powerhouse inside the Spitfire. Suddenly, the Mustang had incredible speed and power, even at high altitudes. It went from being a capable aircraft to an absolute predator, ready to dominate the skies over Europe. Imagine being a German pilot, confident in your Messerschmitt or Focke-Wulf, when this sleek, new beast appears, and it's fast, tougher, and has the firepower to match. The Mustang could finally reach the heart of Nazi Germany and back. This extended range meant it could escort bombers all the way to Germany, a nightmare for the Luftwaffe and a game-changing shift in air superiority. The Mustang didn't just support missions, it defined them. As it flew alongside Allied bombers, Luftwaffe pilots couldn't just pick off helpless targets anymore. Now they had to deal with Mustangs ready to fight back. Planes that could hold their own in dogfights. Over time, P-51 destroyed over 4,950 enemy aircraft, the highest kill count of any Allied fighter in Europe. Those were numbers the Luftwaffe simply couldn't match. And as the Mustang protected bombers, it gave the Allies air dominance over Europe, forcing German fighters to retreat and shift tactics. But what was it like to fly a Mustang? To go head to head with some of the best enemy planes of their time? For P-51 pilots, stepping into the cockpit was like riding a lightning bolt with wings. The Mustang was fast, agile and reliable, with controls that felt almost instinctive. Pilots described the thrill of diving into dogfights with unmatched confidence. Unlike other planes, which could feel sluggish or heavy, the Mustang responded almost as if it were an extension of the pilot himself. Imagine flying 30,000 feet, looking out across enemy territory, knowing you had the power and range to fight and make it back home. P-51 pilots felt invincible, but even with that confidence, each mission held terrifying risks. But what did German pilots think when they saw a Mustang on their tail? To the Luftwaffe, the Mustang was known as a deadly adversary. German pilots, who were used to dominating in the air, suddenly faced a new threat that didn't back down. The Mustang was fast enough to chase down most enemy fighters and had the firepower to make every encounter a deadly gamble. When P-51s entered German airspace, they quickly gained a reputation for being a relentless hunter. The Luftwaffe soon realized that they weren't just facing skilled pilots, they were up against a machine designed to tear their defenses apart. This wasn't just air combat, it was psychological warfare, and the Mustang had a massive edge. But the Mustang's impact wasn't limited to the air. For the ground forces, P-51 wasn't just a plane, it was a symbol of hope. Troops knew that the Mustang was out there clearing the skies, protecting bombers and keeping German forces on the run. Every successful mission raised morale, and every defeated enemy fighter meant a safer route for those on the ground. The Mustang's ability to dominate the skies gave the Allies crucial strategic advantages. The bombers it protected were able to hit key industrial military sites, crippling Germany's ability to wage war. And as each target fell, the Allies gained a tighter grip on Europe. But the Mustang's legacy wasn't just about military success. It left an impression on aviation that will last for generations. Even after World War II, the P-51 Mustang remained a symbol of American ingenuity and strength. The same design principles that made it so effective in combat helped shape post-war fighter development. From its sleek design to its powerful engine, the Mustang inspired future generations of engineers, pilots, and aviation enthusiasts. To this day, the Mustang holds a special place in air shows, museums, and the memories of those who served. It's an icon that went beyond its wartime role, becoming a cultural touchstone. But what happened to the Mustangs after the war? Did they just retire, or did they find new roles? P-51 Mustang didn't just fade away after World War II. In fact, it continued to serve in the Korean War, proving its versatility and durability in combat once again. Although it was no longer the top fighter, it played a valuable role as a ground attack aircraft, supporting troops on the ground and showing that the Mustang still had fight left in it. In peacetime, the Mustangs found a new life in the civilian world. Many were restored, flown at air shows, or even modified for racing. The Mustang became an aviation icon, a machine whose spirit outlived its combat days. But beyond its legacy in the air, what the P-51 left behind was a story of bravery, innovation, and a fighter that forever changed skies. P-51 Mustang isn't just a plane, it's a legend that reshaped history. From a desperate request to a game-changing machine, the Mustang wasn't just a tool of war, it was a beacon of Allied strength and determination. And as the world watched the skies filled with these powerful fighters, they saw what happens when innovation meets necessity. So when we think of the American beast that changed the game in World War II, we think of the Mustang, a plane that soared above expectations and left a legacy that still echoes through the skies today. Hi soldiers, thanks for watching once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to check back in again soon. That's an order.